Salmon plays a huge role in it. It's a big part of my life. My father was an avid fisherman, and he taught me to fish. It was high energy intensity commercial fishing in Bristol Bay. And so you're all in when you're doing it. I was up in Alaska fishing, and I needed a deckhand. I called down to my mother. She said, I got this young man that's helping me landscape, and he's a great kid and a hard worker. She sent Matt.
I started in high school as a laborer, and previous to that, I was a commercial fisherman. Although I worked at Rush, the first time I met Gordon was on a fishing boat up in Alaska. I had flown in and jumped on the back of his boat.
He turned out to be one of the best deckhands I ever had. Why fishing is important to Rush is it was basically the seed capital and continued source of funding for the first 14 years of the company. Without that fishing, Rush companies would have gotten a much slower start.
You know, Rush started with Gordon and Tracy, his wife. They first built themselves a house, and then after that, they built their first house to sell.
The very first house we ever built is standing, and actually the person that bought the very first house is still living in it.
My name is Susan, and I live in the first house that Gordon Rush ever built, and that was 34 years ago. I am so happy that we were able to have him as our builder. We ended up with the perfect home for us. We are still here 34 years later, and this is our home.
My name is Ray Wolanczyk. I'm a senior superintendent for the Rush Companies. I started as the first employee for the Rush Companies in 1989. So we were very small. Gordon was operating out of his home, just a very small family, hometown business contractor. I would have had no idea that Rush would have grown to be the size it is today.
The group of people that work at Rush are just incredible. Everybody is important and makes a contribution to where we go.
My name is Hector Fragoso. I'm the General Superintendent for Rush Commercial. Been with the company now for about 5 years and enjoyed every minute of it. The heart of Rush is the people. The company's a company, but you want to be a family. That's what sets Rush apart.
My name is Elisette Madora. I'm a laborer and I work for Rush for 5 years. If you feel like a family in your job, you feel like you are at home.
When you wake up in the morning, you're actually excited to go to work, to learn something and to build something better. When I do look at my work, I'm very proud of what I've accomplished. I have children, and so when we drive by one of the buildings, one of the projects that we've completed, I get to tell them, hey, I worked on that, I helped build that. And that brings me a lot of joy and a lot of pride.
I love what I do. I love construction. We're bringing life to things. We add to the community in any place we go. Building a future together means also team members growing, not only building the company up, but building each other up.
It's taking a vision and creating something that you can stand back and look at and be proud of on completion. And you build something great together.